Hello, and welcome. My name is Annalie Seymour. I am from Joliet High School, and this is my English Senior Final Project. Today, I will be presenting my view of technology and the entertainment in our modern world. Throughout the next couple of minutes, I will be explaining to you the pros and cons of entertainment with technology. Everyone knows Jay-Z, right? Well, at least they have probably heard of him. Jay-Z has shaken up the music industry by using Tidal. According to Tidal's homepage, Tidal is an, quote, artist-owned global music streaming and entertainment platform which brings artists and fans closer together through unique, original content and exclusive experiences, end quote. He has launched this platform with other services such as Spotify, radio, and the upcoming relaunch of Beats Music. He had great ideas for what this would do for the music industry with this service. Now, why was Tidal founded? The reason why is simple. According to the website, quote, because nothing should get in between fans and artists, end quote. This is a way to bring the artists and fans together. This also creates more value with the fans. This is a way to improve our entertainment through technology. The highest value of Tidal is music. There are many other ways that entertainment has been changed by the new age of technology. Technology has changed senior citizen lives in many ways. They are able to keep in touch with their loved ones a lot easier. Video chats make communication with people who need more help and are able to keep in contact with them a lot easier. All of the different apps for messaging are great for traveling as well. In our society now, all you really have to do is just send a quick text, snap, or call, and you can get in touch with others. There are many apps for messaging, and it isn't only messages that come on the phone. Not only are you able to message, you can also send images and videos. This makes it easier to show others certain things if they are in a different state. Technology has changed many other forms of entertainment. Among these are books. Books are always going to be around, there is no doubt of that. However, with the new advancements of audiobooks and e-readers, such as Kindle or Nook, it is now easier to bring your favorite book with you wherever you go. For many senior citizens, it is easier to read a book on a device because they are able to make the font bigger and not have to strain their eyes in order to read. Nearly 8% of households had a personal computer in the year that Queen came out with their hit of Crazy Little Thing Called Love. The web was still 5 years away, and having a cell phone was huge. The different ways that technology has changed over the last 3 decades and the ability to just watch a movie from beginning to end without having to rewind the whole movie is phenomenal. Our world went from no phones to phones, which were connected to the walls, then to cordless phones, and now we're at cell phones. In addition, in 1985, 52% of people were listening to music off tapes, 44% of people were listening to vinyl, 3% were listening on CDs, and 0% were digital. 3.5 decades later, the tables have flipped. We are listening to 89% digital, 10% on CDs, 4% on vinyl, and 100% on tapes. However, it has been shown that vinyl sales have been creeping upwards again, and it is possible that cassettes are coming back. As well, our entertainment options have changed over the last few years, and in many different ways. Television has changed from us sitting down in front of a box set watching a VHS to now being able to pull out our laptops or cell phones and watch a show on Netflix or Hulu. Movies are another part of our entertainment which has changed. We used to sit down and put a VCR in the VHS, and then at the end of the movie, I remember I was in charge of rewinding the movie for the next time someone would go watch it. Gaming is one more perspective where technology has changed our lives with entertainment. Pretty much 10 years back, there was the SNES, or the Super Nintendo Entertainment System, and the first PlayStation. Gaming is one segment where innovation has transformed it totally. There are currently new consoles, new games turning out each week or two, and they all utilize the most recent information to convey the illustrations and ongoing interaction which attracts the children. One way innovation has improved entertainment is with the various new choices of innovation and amusement. For instance, the spatial video design. This is the utilization of task mapping or video mapping. This has been utilized as far back as the hour of the British invasion, for instance, in the 1969 video of the Haunted Mansion ride in Disneyland. This has promoted numerous amazing manifestations around the globe, similar to our Parliament Hill. Spatial video design has become a magnificent type of diversion innovation. Going along with that, there is a term called immersive experiences, and it is defined as, quote, a stimulated sensory experience which alters the entire mental and physical state of the audience, end quote. So you go from the marketing where you can just experience whatever that something may be, and now you experience it on a totally new level, a level which activates all of your senses. Technology has also created new ways of art. With all of the new apps on our devices, it is easy to just draw or color on a device. This also makes it easier to blend different colors, and you don't have to worry about running out of ink. This also makes it easier to transport art and share the art pieces without having to travel across the world or country to see the different pieces. It also allows for the environment around you to change while you are viewing the art. Another way technology has improved entertainment is with music. According to an article on Data Art, digital music downloads are declining at a rapid pace, and users are instead streaming music. One single digital album download costs the same as access to millions of songs via streaming music. Over 100 million users are now subscribing to services such as Amazon and Spotify. A fifth way that technology has changed entertainment is the new ability to transfer money and be able to pay right away. Other examples are purchasing clothes, food delivery, groceries, furniture, and many more. It has brought about ways to meet each other and all types of media. Another way in which technology has changed entertainment is through the gaming industry. The technology interest has grown largely due to the popularity of video games. There are now the options of VR theme parks, and they offer all sorts of different activities such as bungee jumping and rock climbing, to name a few. In a statement made by Mark Zuckerberg, the creator of Facebook, he believes that our future will eventually see eyewear and contact lens replace screens. Technology is changing the music industry in many different ways. For example, Ian Clarkson said, "The musicians are drivers and early adopters of the new technologies, and that this is the way to bring music's industry rising yet again." Another example is a device called the Oddball. Now, the Oddball is a device where there's a drum machine on the inside. When the ball is bounced, the rhythm is recorded onto an app on your device. This device has created a way for people to record beats and music without needing to use expensive equipment. Technology has changed the way that we experience different aspects of life. There are the VRs, or virtual realities, and there are escape rooms, which cause you to think logically while you try to get out of a room safely in a certain amount of time. This causes you to stop and think logically while under pressure. They make you create and solve different levels of puzzles. People may argue that staring at a screen will ruin your vision. They claim it strains your eyes and causes you to see different colors. Some children and adults may develop computer vision syndrome, or also known as digital eye strain. Due to this, children may develop more symptoms such as reduced attention span, poor behavior, and irritability. However, according to some experts, staring at a screen will not permanently damage your eyesight. It can cause bothersome effects, but nothing permanent. Some people will argue that people today will have become less social because they have their laptops, their phones, or iPads, and they will always be on them. For example, because of social networking, people will be less social in person. On the contrary, other people talk more because they have more things to talk about. They know about the latest trend, and then they can bring that up in a conversation, along with other latest trends. Another thing that people may argue is that all the social media is contrary to God. People claim that all the evil forces come from technology. Examples of this are atomic bombs, guns, and persistent radiation. Some technologies of war that go against God are tanks, predator drones, and landmines. They also say that technology promotes violence because violence is built into these systems and is also in many video games, which kids are playing more and more these days. However, without these technologies, we would not be able to bring our soldiers back home or win wars. The technology doesn't amplify violence, but it instead teaches us what we need to know if we are ever in danger. Without technology, we would not be able to fight the wars and be able to defend ourselves. An argument which seems to hit home in families is that the family is more divided. Studies show that only 30% of children actually greet their parents home from work, 50% being too immersed in their devices to notice, or they do, but just ignore them. This constant access to technology has decreased the interaction between parents and the children. Oftentimes, depression will become obvious due to the inability to socialize properly. A recent study showed that 30% of children who were diagnosed with depression had a total of 3 hours of screen time a day, compared to the 12% without depression and frequently on the internet. This study claims that the lack of face-to-face interaction can affect their social lives. Although this may be true, there are other sides to this. While some people may develop depression, not all do. Actually, about half of children have more friends because they make new friends on social media and on games. A study shows that about 50% of teens make friends online, and 29% admitted to making as many as 5 new friends a day. In conclusion, technology has changed our entertainment in many positive ways. There will always be someone who will argue that. And there will more than likely always be a downside to many things. However, our world as we know it today is changing every day with the new technology advancements, not only in entertainment, but in all aspects of our future as a world. Thank you for your time.